Happy game day morning and happy Thanksgiving, friends. Mark Holmes here, and of course, as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boot Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I am here cooking Thanksgiving Day feast. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy to be home. I love my in-laws and being at their house and stuff. many years, we used to, United Way used to do the halftime show in Detroit. And so it was almost like an annual thing. I think about 12 Thanksgivings I spent in Detroit. We would drive up on Tuesday and we would come back on Friday. And the people of Detroit became kind of like our second family. And we would end up eating Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant. And I'm going to tell you, eating Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant is just not the same. Not by the long stretch of the imagination. I enjoyed spending time there. People were great. It just wasn't the same thing as being home, because I'm sitting here watching the Cowboys game in a restaurant or casino. Once they opened up the casino there by the Lions Stadium, then we go to the casino. So it'll be nice to be here at home cooking my own Thanksgiving dinner. And the only way it would be better is if my mom was cooking it. So the Cowboys have a chance. They have a chance to turn stuff around, to get back on track. See, I got two kinds of stuffing here. I got a sausage stuffing, then I have an apple cinnamon stuffing. You get your savory and traditional taste, and then you get your sweet like candy one. Yeah, I always markerize everything. I've got these two big pots over here. So for our Cowboys, this is a chance to get back on track, to doubt the naysayers and maybe quiet the Eagles down a little bit. The Eagle fans are going crazy right now. They swear that they're going to win the division. They're going to the playoffs. They have hope. I want to dash some of those hopes and dreams if I can. The good news for us is there's only one player right now that's questionable, and that's C.D. Lamb. See, it's got the chunks of apple, it's got the brown sugar, of course it's got the butter and the apple juice in it. Yeah, this is good. C.D. Lamb is the only one who's listed as questionable for the Cowboys today, which is great news. And he was doing routes and double routes and everything else, and Dak said he looked good. No lingering effects on the practice field yesterday. Tyron Smith isn't even listed on the injury report. So that's great. We do know that Donovan Wilson has been inserted into the short-term IR again. DeMarcus Lawrence's window has now been activated, and maybe he plays next week against the Saints. So the Cowboys, they're home, which is great news. They get the offensive line back to roughly where it's been, depending on the health of Tyron Smith. Because see, in my mind, here was the problem for the Cowboys. And you can call me a fool, But everything starts from the offensive line. The games are literally won and lost at the offensive line. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Most people don't think about that. They'll say the quarterback sucks. They'll say the wide receivers are bad and all that. But if your quarterback doesn't have time, if your quarterback is getting squeezed, if your quarterback has people in his face so he can't see the receivers, if your running game's not going, I don't care who the quarterback is, you're not winning. You're just not. And that's going to make the quarterback look bad. I love stuffing. I love stuffing. It's going to make the quarterback look bad. I don't care who your quarterback is. If he's got no time, if he's got no running game, it's just going to be bad. It's just the way it is. So hopefully the Cowboys' offensive line can get back on track. The defense, well, you got to look at the defense right now. Your defense, 8th in scoring defense. That is points that you give up. In comparison to everybody else in the NFL, the Cowboys are only giving up the 8th least. That's insane. So when you come to my house, you gotta have a big bowl. See, here's my sausage stuffing. You gotta put a little chicken broth on there, and then that's ready to go with the bird. Let's excuse me, Roscoe. Let me get finished with this video here so I can really get down to work, because it's almost 8 o'clock and I wanted to have the bird in at 7. So it's an 18-pound bird, 20 minutes per pound. Shit, that's 6 hours. Damn. So that means it's 2 o'clock when it's done. All right. Let me get my morning sip. A couple of things that are kind of interesting to me. People say I'm crazy. People say I'm stupid. People say I'm a homer. But I'm going to tell you, you call me right, too. I've been talking about, for weeks now, everybody's on the bandwagon about Micah Parsons, you know, comparing him to this guy and that guy. It was me after back-to-back weeks of Micah Parsons having 10 tackles and 4 tackles for a loss that I was telling everybody that it was 2 people who had ever done that as a rookie. Junior Seau and Micah Parsons. And now it's cool. It's cool to go through and do all the comparables, you know, comparables to Myles Garrett that I did before too, who was last year's. And before that, a couple weeks ago, I was doing with Chase Young, because I was showing the numbers for Chase Young. The only thing that he hadn't beaten Chase Young a few weeks ago was sacks, and he had 6 at the time. So now, everybody is on the Micah Parsons bandwagon of the comparables. I said, LT, Lawrence Taylor. Giants fans lost their mind. Giants fans are like, what? Are you crazy? He's not like Lawrence Taylor. Well, rookie. And right now you can start looking at some of the stuff that Micah Parsons is doing. And it's very LT-like. And you have to start thinking, LT, as a rookie, had 9.5 sacks. Micah Parsons, too much water. Micah Parsons right now has 8, with 7 games to go. You don't think that he can get 2 more sacks and beat that? The most in a rookie season. The most in a rookie season is 12.5. Dude is averaging about 0.8 sacks a game. He'll come close, that's 13.5 sacks, to having possibly the greatest defensive rookie season in history. And that, my friends, is no joke. We are truly blessed to have that guy, because that guy took us in scoring defense from 29th to 8th. I don't know how you look at the impact that he's had between him and Dan Quinn and say he's not defensive rookie of the year. If that Cowboys defense ends up being a top 5 with getting back to Marcus Lawrence, getting Tristan Hill and Brett Irving going down the stretch, especially in our division, I don't know how you can say that there's somebody out there that's taken a defense and made it that much better than what he's done. I just don't. But then again, I was told last night by Pizzle and Philly 500 that I'm a delusional Dallas Cowboy fan. Well, maybe so. I just love my boys. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I'll be back, and of course, with news and stuff. The Lions start at 12:30, so there's that. And then, of course, we'll have our Cowboys. I'm Mark Holmes. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.